In a galaxy far, far away, a little green guy named Yoda was the epitome of Stoic philosophy. Can you believe it? Our favorite Jedi Master who trained Luke Skywalker to fight against the Galactic Empire was a Stoic. Yoda's teachings and characteristics reflect the core principles of Stoic philosophy. What's Stoicism, you ask? It's a school of philosophy that encourages self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. And who does that sound like? Yep, our friend Yoda. Consider the calm and composed demeanor of Yoda, the way he controls his emotions in the face of adversity. When the Empire strikes back, he doesn't lose his cool. He doesn't let fear or anger control him. Instead, he remains tranquil, focused, and in control. That's Stoicism, folks, the ability to maintain inner peace, regardless of the chaos around you. Now remember that famous Yoda quote? Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. That's a Stoic mantra if I've ever heard one. It's about understanding our emotions, acknowledging them, but not letting them rule us. Yoda also teaches us about the transient nature of things. Nothing is permanent. Everything is in a state of flux. You remember when he tells Luke, "Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter." He's hinting at the impermanence of physical bodies and the everlasting nature of the spirit, a key tenet of Stoicism. And let's not forget Yoda's unique way of speaking. You ever think that might be a secret Stoic code? Try not. Do or do not, there is no try. Sounds a lot like a Stoic saying, doesn't it? It's about taking action, not getting caught up in indecisiveness or doubt. So next time you're feeling a little overwhelmed, just remember, do or do not, there is no try. Yoda, probably the greenest and wisest Stoic there ever was. Ever wonder why the Force sounds a lot like Stoicism? Maybe because they're not that different after all. Now hold your lightsabers, folks, because we're about to dive into the cosmic sea of similarities between the Force and Stoicism. To start, let's consider the Stoic principle of accepting the world as it is. This acceptance isn't about being passive, but rather about understanding that some things are beyond our control. Sound familiar? It's a lot like the Jedi's approach to the Force. They don't control it, they channel it, becoming conduits for a power that's bigger than any one individual. Then there's the Stoic focus on controlling what we can, our actions, our responses, and our attitudes. In the Star Wars universe, this is embodied by the Jedi's discipline, their mastery over their emotions, and their commitment to a higher cause. It's not about bending the galaxy to their will, but rather adjusting their sails to the cosmic winds. But let's get real. We're not all Jedi Knights, are we? So how does this apply to us, the mere mortals of the universe? Well, imagine you're trying to lift a rock with your mind, just like a Jedi in training. You focus, you strain, you give it your all, and the rock doesn't budge. It's a lot like a Monday morning when the alarm goes off. No amount of mental power is going to make that alarm clock disappear. But what you can control is how you respond to it. You can groan and hit snooze, or you can rise and shine, ready to take on the day. So there you have it. The Force and Stoicism are like two sides of the same galactic coin, both teaching us to accept what we cannot change and to harness our power over what we can. It's a lesson as old as time, yet as relevant today as it was a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. So, whether you're a Jedi Knight or just trying to get through the day, remember, the Force is with you, and so is Stoicism. You might think droids like C-3PO are emotionless, but maybe they're just really good at Stoicism. Let's take a moment to analyze that. C-3PO, the golden droid we all know and love, shows an interesting mix of anxiety and calm. Yes, he's often seen fretting about the odds of survival in a given situation, but isn't he also the one who keeps his metallic cool under pressure, even when disassembled or facing the risk of being melted down in a droid factory? Now you might chuckle and say, that's not very stoic of you, 3PO. But let's remember, Stoicism isn't about being devoid of emotions. It's about understanding and managing them. In his own quirky way, C-3PO does exactly that. He expresses his worries, yes, but he doesn't let them control him. That, my friends, is a touch of Stoic wisdom. Now let's move to our human characters. Luke Skywalker, the farm boy turned Jedi Knight, is an excellent example. He faces tremendous challenges, from the destruction of his home to the revelation of his lineage. But does he crumble under the weight of it all? No. He accepts his reality, learns from his experiences, and keeps moving forward. That's Stoicism in action. And how can we forget Princess Leia? She endures loss, war, and even the destruction of her entire planet. Yet she remains a beacon of hope and resilience throughout her journey. She doesn't ignore her emotions, she acknowledges them, processes them, and uses them as a catalyst to keep fighting. That's not just the mark of a leader, that's the mark of a Stoic. So whether you're a droid, a princess, or a farm boy turned hero, Stoicism can guide you through the galaxy. It's not about suppressing emotions, but understanding them, managing them, and using them as tools for growth. And who knows, with a bit of Stoic wisdom, we might just be able to navigate our own galaxies a little better. So whether you're a droid, a princess, or a farm boy turned hero, Stoicism can guide you through the galaxy. Star Wars isn't just about epic battles and intergalactic politics. It's also a space opera with a Stoic heart. Now let's embark on a quick hyperspace journey, summarizing the main points about the fascinating intersection of Stoicism and Star Wars. First stop, the Jedi Order. The Jedi, like Stoic philosophers, believe in accepting the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. They embody the Stoic principles of self-control, mental fortitude, and indifference to external circumstances. Remember Yoda's famous line, "Do or do not, there is no try"? That's Stoicism in a nutshell. Next, we have the Force, the mystical energy field that binds the galaxy together. The Force is a lot like the Stoic concept of nature, or the Logos. It's a universal principle that guides the actions of the Jedi, just as Stoic philosophy guides its followers to live in harmony with nature. Then, we have our beloved droids and human characters. C-3PO, with his constant worry and anxiety, is the antithesis of Stoicism. On the flip side, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker show us how to face adversity with grace and resilience, echoing the Stoic emphasis on inner strength. But let's not forget our not-so-Stoic characters. Darth Vader, with his fear of loss and desire for control, is a cautionary tale of what happens when we reject Stoic principles. His journey to the dark side is a stark reminder of the perils of letting emotions rule our actions. And who can forget Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Stoic mentor who guided Luke on his journey? His wisdom and calm demeanor reflect the Stoic ideal of tranquility. Remember when he said, "The Force will be with you always"? That's his way of saying, live in accordance with nature, and you'll be all right. So remember, whether you're facing down the dark side or just dealing with life's everyday challenges, Stoicism is the Jedi way. May the Force and the wisdom of Stoicism be with you.